old enough to remember when four-strokes were a bad choice for serious dirt riders due to their weight and lack of power. Not in recent years, and the 2024 Sherco 300 SEF is a great example. We managed to get our grubby little fingers on one last weekend. As usual, we will list the things we liked and what we didn't like. Quick bit of history, we first got to ride the Sherco 300 SEF back in 2015, when Sherco was still seen as a boutique brand. Very light, plenty of power, quick steering, generally brilliant for the everyday dirt rider. The only real question was whether it would be reliable in the long term. Over the years, we checked in with owners who confirmed there were minimal known issues. We rode a 22 model during our one-week Outback tour and enjoyed it, although the 500 SEF models were more suited to the wide open spaces of the Outback. So what has changed for 24? Quite a lot. The end result? Quite a bit more power and less weight. The weight reduction? Here is a list of the lighter parts. Sherco claims a dry weight of 102 kilograms or 225 pounds, which is roughly on par with the lightest four-stroke enduro models in the 250 to 350 class. Plenty of changes to the engine, better cooling and more power. Frankly, I was stunned at how much power a 300cc four-stroke can create nowadays. There are claims of 5 extra horsepower. I haven't seen dyno charts confirming this, but I wouldn't be surprised. With our dodgy riding skills, there were only a few areas we could get into the higher revs, and each time there was a real danger of soiling our pants. Whoa! Fuck! Whoa! Fuck me dead! We found it much safer to use the very meaty mid-range power. And there's more than enough for everyday dirt riders. There's plenty of grunt at low revs as well, a lot more than your typical 250. However, we did stall it a lot in slow technical terrain. We are two-stroke riders, so we would need to change our clutch technique to avoid stalling the thumper in tough terrain. The mapping switch is great. Unlike some, it really does make a big difference, especially in wet terrain. It feels more like a 250 four-stroke. 3, 2, 1. Very smooth 6-speed gearbox. We couldn't find any false neutrals. The transmission ratios reminded us of the 500 SEF, which had fairly close ratios. Great for keeping the engine on the boil, but if you do a mix of slow and fast trails, the ratios might feel a bit narrow. The handling? The steering geometry makes it perfect for whipping through twisty single track. It's still stable at speed, although a fatty front tyre would be a good idea if most of your riding is in fast terrain. KYB suspension is going to work well for the majority of dirt riders. Like every Sherco model we've ridden, it's on the firm side and works better the harder you ride. We found it a bit too firm for our usual slow technical terrain, but then the 300 SEF isn't designed for that sort of riding. What didn't we like? Or more correctly, are there issues other riders may not like? As with most recent enduro models, there's no kickstart. Personally, it doesn't worry us, but some riders like the option of installing an aftermarket kickstart, and you simply can't do this with Sherco models. Air filter access has never been great with the Shercos. We took off the seat and it looks like the old setup. It's a shame they didn't upgrade this when so many other things were changed for 2024. Most manufacturers have been progressively making their clutches lighter over the past decade. Unfortunately, this clutch doesn't feel much lighter than back in 2015. If you don't ride aggressively, the cheap fix is just to remove 2 of the 6 clutch springs. Many of us have done this with no side effects. But if you regularly hit full throttle in the higher gears, you may notice a bit of clutch slipping. It's a pretty short list. We did our usual Googling to find common known issues in recent Sherco 300 SEF models. Really couldn't find any. If you are aware of any, let us know and we will put these in the pinned first comment. So, would this Sherco suit you? It does seem to suit a lot of riders. In Australia, it's Sherco's second biggest seller after the 2-stroke 300. Why? Well, 254 strokes are very popular with beginner dirt riders, but the mapping switch is so effective on the 300 SEF that you can use the soft setting to emulate a 250. Then, as your skills improve, use the hard setting more often. Over the years, a lot of 450 and 500 enduro riders have downsized to 300 or 354 strokes. The mid-range and top-end power are more than enough for even experienced riders, with the advantage of more nimble handling. Riding 450s on tight single track can feel a bit like pig wrestling, whereas this 300 4-stroke feels almost identical to the 252 stroke, as we kept swapping between these two bikes during the day. Ever ridden a Sherco 300 SEF or another 4-stroke in the 300 to 350cc category? Did you like it? Let us know in the comments.